But without further ado, let's actually go ahead and review this game. Where Colossus comes. So let's see here for a second. Okay, go from the start. Are you playing as black or white? Me of the link later. I think regardless, I'll just review. So yeah, black started with kind of an inverse orthodox here. So instead of R4 and Q3, you have the orthodox small knight enclosure shaped this way. White wants to limit. So yeah, pretty good stuff early. Now this is classic overplay. I think you can play here as well. Definitely don't have to worry about that weakness. So the Joseki goes like this. So you jump out and your opponent plays here. You can still get a chance to invade a C12 later. Nature's not Kappa just need $2. Thanks. I'll also read the message. Maybe you should indeed let Colossus win by 0.5. Emma MA, thank you for following. Welcome to stream, buddy. How's it going? And that's racist. No, I think even that works. You know, just get a nice outside. You can connect if he wants to. But yeah, this might be overly aggressive because he can now just push out. So he threatens connecting at B14, and that's the problem. Go to user settings. Someone just asked me how I made it the dark theme. And switch to dark theme. Yeah, you can actually do that. Your best bet might be here, but the problem still exists. You have a weak group, and your opponent can jump out. And then early on in the game, you really don't want to have two groups here. Here's one, here's two. You want to keep your groups together so that you don't have like weak targets for your opponent. So actually, white should have just easily connected here. Now, this stone is in trouble. Thank you for following Easy Rick. Oh, bats. So yeah, white should have just connected there. This is an interesting plan by white. I think personally I'll just go ahead and get this shape. So the Hane here is intends to beat white into like a dumpling. But if white now Ataris, then you can get a pretty nice hold with the 3 stones on the left. That's also fine. Here you still have a chance to do it. Remember that this stone at E15 is not that important anymore. It doesn't hurt white. It doesn't serve like it doesn't significantly serve compared to those stones. Now if your opponent plays here, then they might get a good shape. But first of all, you're not dead yet. Second, if they maybe somewhere else, then you can get a really nice shape here. Or actually, this. So in the future, you have e14. Does that make sense? So I managed to upload my game to OGS. Nice. All right, so here you see the problem is white is now taking advantage of the fact that the F15 stone is weak, and that results in actually a drop frame. Anyways, so you see white is taking advantage of this. Now he's quickly building up territory. So even though you have groups in the center, they are not making a lot, right? So that does not mean you don't have a chance. Of course. I'll jump out here. Because if you look around, you have to ask yourself, does my opponent have weak groups? And if you look at these 3 stones, they don't have a base yet. And if they can somehow escape, you can force them into bad shape. But here, this is not bad. It's actually pretty good influence, but the problem here is actually white should wedge. Oops, misclick. White should wedge here and get center. But the point is, white has a lot of territory here. If you look at, if you count the second line, there's 20 already, 25, even close to 30. Plus, there are also like spots, R14. You know, split. Actually, this split. So even though you have a quite impressive influence on the outside, this is hard to fathom. Well, that's coming from a slightly more territorial player, but if you can get your stones to work, that means you are actually employing your strategy in a nice way. All right, so here just send him moves here, and then for example, if you want to attack, go ahead and attack, right? Who knows? Maybe you can peep here. This doesn't look like a bad plan. And this one, in fact, looks actually quite promising because you have this thickness on the top. So that's using those stones. Super Sargon, hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? I think I saw you at the Coats and Open, but I may have not said hi. So I am really sorry for not doing that. But anyways, I hope you had a good tournament, man. I personally enjoyed it a lot, and even posted a vlog on my YouTube channel. But those are good times. I hope people really are the best when it comes to like hosting people out of town. So white plays here. The black also still has some problems. There's some connection problem. Connect here to prevent white from actually doing anything. Because even if he does this, then you should still be happy. Now this is a little bit too close to the black thickness. You can totally attack, right? Because if you look at how many black stones there are, white is outnumbered, right? So he's making a mistake here by approaching the place where you have the most number of stones on the right side, which is not good. But in the game, you let him get a good shape here. Now that's a bad move from your opponent. He should definitely avoid the empty triangle. But if he gets to end at n6, then this is not an empty triangle. Notice that there's a difference in this shape and that shape. Because this is actually actively trying to enclose territory. If you don't do anything here, then all of this is going to be white. Because the last thing I showed was bad for white. You mean like oh, this move? Yeah, this move is too close to the opponent's strength, or like strong groups, I guess. But this is bad. So now very nice, very nicely done. This invasion. I think I'll probably also consider like a move at e4 and then just get some stones here and then jump out. And obviously that's like an ideal plan of what's gonna happen, but at least you realize that white needs to have this bottom side taken away, otherwise black is gonna run out of points counter against white's top side and bottom. So that's very good. I'm in the white d12 line, running to the center. Oh yeah, that's definitely good for black. Yeah. So, ooh, some fighting here. White playing at j4. It's kind of hasty. You would expect white to block here, and black jumps out. The white's still okay, even though he's not like immediately choking on black's throat. But sometimes this gives black room to maneuver. For example, if he just Atari's here and Atari's did it again, then he's almost alive. I think in fact he's alive already, right? Because you can't prevent black from winning, from living here. So let's see what you did. Ooh, so you ended. White should Atari here. Even though it's still a tough spot for white to be in, because we can get this, and even I mean obviously this is like not as good, but I can also get that. The game though, this is questionable. Because in the game you try to run on the ladder. So and if you want to do that, you actually want to do that all the way. Because this is not a bad move at all, this ladder, even though it doesn't work for black. And it does kill white stones here. So even though you have like a few, weak stones on the outside, this is okay. White needs another move to maybe fix this, and you can still jump out. It's not bad for you at all. And even if white pushes out, you shouldn't be worried, because white still has nowhere to go, right? Yeah, but don't stop halfway. If you want to apply a strategy, make sure that you apply it all the way. Make sure to keep pushing. Now this is a problem for black because white has got an Atari. Actually, black still has a chance to like make something happen here. That's not as good though. So black is trying to make some territory here. White needs to fix now, I assume. Right? Oh no, he didn't. So this is your golden chance, right? Warchimp says promised the strategy was laddered, and I found it didn't work, and it cut my losses before I created too much agi, I guess. Yeah. But like in this case, you see that your opponent doesn't realize there's still agi, and at this very moment, it's necessary to use up the agi right now and make something happen. For example, actually, if you play here, then white is in deep trouble now because if you look at this group, he's not alive, and this group is also dead, right? So the Atari had A6 is a ticking bomb. Still, this group is in danger. Even though black doesn't immediately realize that white has this group. White is still weak. Let's see what I'm here. It seems that white's dragon or the baguette shape on the 12 lines is still kind of dead. Let's see what happened. Oh, oops. So yeah, problem there. Don't let your opponent connect, because even though this is a thing, it doesn't quite happen. Now that you've let your opponent lose, is that Colossus? Give me a calling you after I finish reviewing this game. Alright. Go back here. So you see the problem is when black hanes, I can get a little clamp. And that's really nice because it allows. Oh, whoa. Hold on a sec. Where am I going? I skipped that part as well. So this is still a thing. Right? And so that's your first chance. Your second chance is here, but Atariing here does not quite work because after, or maybe it does, but like not as well because you have to look at this weakness. If you try to kill him now, then that won't work as nicely because he can get to capture those two white stones, and you can do that in Gote, but it's not as great as you know, saving those two stones and making sure that white has another weak group in the center. He doesn't realize that though, so you actually still have another chance. This is a very good kind of a cut point fixing move. Even if he blocks here, you can actually still fight. And that's also GG. So yeah, lots of ways to at least capture something. Actually, I think in this game you still, yeah, the way he played, you still have, you're still looking pretty good. Right here, limit his eye shape. But yeah, this L1, I wasn't sure what you were trying to get at there, but maybe it's giving white a bit much room to live. So here you don't have to be passive. When there is a captain race like this, be active, be aggressive. I don't think you have to worry about it. Even if there's a Seki, because like if this is Seki, then his outside is not alive, right? This he's still be in pretty deep trouble. So there's no need to be shy about that. I think even here, so you make sure that you're already alive, right? Because like here, go ahead and kill him, because you can't possibly pinch your eyes out. So yeah, he's playing unimportant moves right now. Never respond to endgame moves like this, because this is not big, right? Like if you look at the game as like at a global perspective, yeah, can't even talk. This is not big at all, right? Like this is just a few points, maybe 10 points, 15 points. But if this group dies, that's a big deal. This is like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 10. That's some like 30 to 35 points instantly. And then he's playing random moves here. Still doesn't matter. He's creating more problems for himself, right? Because by playing this, he says, okay, I have another weak group that I want you to kill, right? And in that case, you don't have to worry about it at all. Just make sure that you're fine yourself. And if he tries to escape, you can still connect. Or I mean, extend. What I meant to say. And even if he gets this, just here, attack him. Right? And this group is still not alive, and it doesn't make any territory. So you don't have to worry about it if he gets away. Because like, I mean, if you look at this group right here, then this is all Dame, right? It doesn't enclose any territory. So see, this is where the problem comes. This move has a purpose. A white, right? You do because the significance is if you play there in the game, then white can actually go ahead and kill you. Now this wedge doesn't work, and apart from that, actually it still doesn't work. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So you see, you always wanted to get that vital point at N8 that fixes your own shape and attacks your opponent. Now this is too big. So even though you did capture the group in the center, you're losing too much here, right? This is too big. Also, there's a problem here because, as you can see, I actually didn't see that earlier. So, yeah, the point being, actually, even this, you'll be fine. Like, you can still, like, just go ahead and kill him. Like, or even just Tanuki. Like, here, you cannot possibly pinch your eye at M4. Right? You can't play there because otherwise you captured. But now this is valid. So at the end of the game, maybe you could have still won the captain race. I think you can still manage, right? Because if you cut at 8-7 in place here, let's say, then you still have enough liberties, right? and he blocks here, then that's even more pleasant. But yeah, I feel like this game you could have won in a lot of ways, and I mean, it really sucks to miss opportunities like this in like a blitz game or like a live game. And that's okay. I missed chances too in my previous game I played. So, but my message, I guess, is to play those big moves first and really just think about your own shape before attacking like your opponent's groups. It's like if we recap a little bit here, White's always in trouble. So first, he has this weak group here, he has this group here, and he actually had one earlier with the 3 stones on the left, right? But there are many ways you could have, many things you could have done to kill. But first, make sure that your own shape is okay. And you know, don't be afraid to take those chances, because now, when I say worry about your own shape, you have to look at like larger groups. Like this is okay. This is fine. If you have like 3 weak stones here, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, right? So it's not that bad. Yeah, the message here is you could have killed a lot of things, and this would have been a memorable win. Thanks for showing me this game. I think just by teaching, I improved myself as well, because you know I had to iterate those ideas to my own play, and actually it's a pretty fitting time to introduce Colossus. But I hope you enjoyed the review. And hope you enjoyed the review. Warchimp. But with that said, it is now time to go Colossus.